Started.
Could someone give me a brief reminder exactly where we left off?
Yes, last time, you all had made it to the town of Felgrow, and after, investigating an old homestead where you found a, human sacrifice, along with, let's see, you discovered several sets of tracks, both human and werewolf. And you decided to go in town and head for the largest building, which is a tower. And on the way there, you encountered several skeletons and a cultist of the Whispering Way. Um,
I remember. I couldn't hit anything.
Lydia, yeah, Lydia cast ash storms, and you dispatched the skeletons, but lost track of the cultist. And technically, we are out of combat.
Alrighty, ready.
Well, I still got some duration on my ash storms here.
Well, I was gonna keep that into account. Let's stay in combat then. Um, Darius, you would be up, sir.
Darius is going to hang back since he can't see anything in the ash storms, and he doesn't particularly want to venture in blindly.
I'm just going to continue to ready until all the storms are gone.
And Lane.
I'll roll a perception check to try and see through the ash, see if anything's there or here. See or here.
Okay, well, thanks to the ash storm, you are not seeing anything. And it's got what? 4 more rounds, and if you guys are okay with it, I will just remove it unless there's something you want to do that requires it.
No.
I'm good with waiting.
Okay, let's make another perception check, everyone.
I have to step away from the computer for 2 seconds. I apologize. I'll be right back.
Well, that looks ominous.
I'm sorry, I was muted. As the ash cloud dissipates, you become aware of skeletal archers on top of the tower. They are on the second floor.
So sorry, their reveal, like the tower's open, like it's an open platform.
The tower itself overlooks the town square, and at one point in time, it must have been impressive. Now only the tower's ground floor and half of the second floor still stands. Um, you can see catapult balls lying scattered down the piles of broken stone and masonry at the towers of the bases. At the top of the tower, only a jagged crest of stone remains. The tower's roof has been ripped off, and much of the rear portion lies buried in rubble. So it is partially open.
Sorry about that.
Not a problem.
I had to shoot a man because he was on my lawn.
You must be American.
That's me.
We don't shoot a man, we pop a cap. Get it right.
All right, so Darius will move a little closer to the tower. They have partial cover, or is it open on this side, or what? What?
uh, they do have cover.
Okay.
Have they seen us?
I would imagine that they probably, well, the ash
Uh,
storms might have given them an idea.
Oh yeah, of course. There's my head.
yeah, they're aware of you.
Do they appear willing to talk out our differences?
They won't after I chuck a bomb at them, I bet. All right, so you said they have full cover.
Yes. And that didn't stop you at all.
All right, so the first one hits him. And for the splash damage, And the second one.
Killed my skeleton, man.
I'm a monster.
You have the map locked, Winter. I can't use the mass targeted stuff.
It's unlocked.
No. There he is. Alright, I got some of them with the blind, and some of them not. But they're all sparkly now.
Oh Lord, here I was trying to run a game without sparkly bad guys.
Lots of sparkly undead. I suppose I could do glitter distance, and then we have a sparkly vampire.
Uh, I have all these skeletal champion archers, right? You know how many of them actually have a bow? Not a fucking one of them.
Hey man, we didn't build it.
Yeah, I kind of missed that one. Okay. Okay, let's try that, and I missed. And he is not blinded. Celine.
Well, let's see.
Did you make my picture bigger?
Probably. I haven't.
Well, let's see.
haven't
Did
been
you
doing
gain
that.
a little weight, Lydia?
Whoa.
Being a
Don't
complete and
ever
total
talk
melee.
about that.
Being
I'm
a complete,
cool, man.
being nothing but a melee fighter, and they're on a tower. It seems likely the only thing I can do is hurl bad language at them.
You
Are,
could run into
these
the
are
tower and
stairs
climb
here,
the
aren't they?
tower.
Can I run into the
Yeah,
tower?
give me just a second. I'm gonna share another map with you. You do have a door at the front of the tower that is shut. And that takes you into the first floor, of which there's a stairs or ladder inside that will take you up to the second floor of that tower.
So that's running. So I have 10 feet left. So I'm just going. I guess I have to stop at the doors, though, right?
Yes.
So I'm there. Okay, that's my move.
Bah!
It's still in tattoo form.
Can it at least walk in tattoo form?
No. Or maybe it can, but you can't hear it.
All right. And move 5 feet closer.
Darius, just so you know, I killed a person on
Sorry,
Saturday's game.
sorry, what was that?
I killed someone in Saturday's game.
Oh, you're just letting me know that I'm now the target for tonight.
This isn't game related, but I just have to share this. Apparently, did you guys see this? I can't believe this. Dove just put out a Facebook ad where a black woman washed herself with the Dove soap and then became white. I kid you not.
I hadn't seen the commercial, but I'd heard some of the uproar over it.
I mean, that
What
just
the-
sounds like some good soap to me.
It's like they sat around a table and said, you know what? Let's get some attention. Let's go with the most racist fucking ad we can think of and see what happens.
That's not even close to the most racist.
Well, I mean, you can look back at the 30s and whatnot and see the, pick a nanny sort of, mammy stereotype ads. But I mean, since then, I think it is one of the most racist.
I can think of one right now in my brain, easily.
That exists.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, it has to actually exist. I can think of
Oh,
much
well,
more
that's not
racist ads.
fair.
I'm sure everyone here could think of infinitely more racist ads.
You ever
Sorry,
see
anyways.
those help make the world a better place commercials?
Yeah.
Of course,
I was thinking of they had that catch line, but it's just like a guy strangling a Chinese guy. It's
of
like,
course, now
whoa.
that you've said that, I kind of want to have a contest to see who can come up with the most racist soap ad.
Okay. I am going to cast telekinetic charge, grab Celine, pull her down, and then throw her up.
Wow.
She was
Okay.
like running one way, and suddenly she got pulled back and whipped up into the top of the mountain or tower or whatever it is. Like, whoa!
Whoa, shit.
Hold on, let me give you the buff. And now you get to make an attack.
I do are the skeletons.
You do. Hello?
I'm trying to remember how I did it.
You're trying to remember how to make an attack?
I remember dragging one thing on top of the thing I wanted to attack.
Yeah, just go to your actions tab, find your weapon, and drag the highest number underneath attacks.
There we go. I was dragging the wrong thing.
Oh, and even got a crit. That'll make up for last week.
Sorry, wrong one.
If you just drag your damage from your action tab.
There, that's correct.
That's not crit though, is it?
Crit is double or is it extra? Oh, it's
It's
1.5.
double. No, crit would be double. I mean, you can just always.
He didn't drop the damage on the skeleton that he has the crit lined up for.
Ah.
He just rolled it in the window.
Well, you killed it anyways.
Hit two of them from the looks of it.
There we go.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with that.
Okay, well, next time I'll do it correctly.
Okay. Anything else you can do, Lydia?
Oh, no. I forgot it was my turn.
Let's see. Number 7's gonna take a 5-foot step off the
Off the
top of the
tower?
building.
Cool.
And get him the hell out of my way. And, he's going to drop his bow and attack with his longsword, and yeah.
Can I walk into the middle?
Yeah, I'll let you walk into the middle.
Just bear with me a second while I strategize. So Archer 6 will get an attack of opportunity, which I'm aware of.
And let's see. Went, so he does have his longsword. Nope.
And I'm not sure if the other two get one as well. I think they do.
And that would be 5. Damn it. 3. Oh, it figures. That's
My good.
Splatoon.
Sorry, go ahead.
He hit you, and he didn't confirm the crit. But because he was blinded, he had a miss chance of 50% and did miss, so you good.
She's just too badass. So my falchion is 2 squares long, correct?
Do you have reach with the falchion? Is that one of the...
Let's see.
Let's have a looky.
Falchion is a one-handed sword. By core rules, it's a two-handed weapon.
Well, it has a little slash through range, so I guess it means 1 square.
Yeah, falchion is
Yeah.
Isn't a reach weapon.
Just thought I'd double check before I did something silly. And I'm going to be cleaving.
And he confirmed his crit.
Did you get the damage?
No.
No, we did not.
You have to do the same thing that you do with the attack with the damage. You gotta drag it and drop it on the guy.
I'm dropping my 2d4s, but it's just disappearing under the mat.
You're not dropping it on him then.
You actually have to drop it right on top of the token.
I think the other way might be better for you. Hold control, left click the guy you're attacking. Now double click your damage in your actions window. Done.
Thank you so much.
You can do that with your attacks as well. Just hold control, left click whoever you want to attack, double click your attack. And double click the damage if you hit.
I'll get there, don't worry. So I can cleave to the next guy, correct?
Did you say you were cleaving?
I did.
Yes.
Do you have an effect built for it?
What do you mean?
Cleave gives you -2 AC until your next turn.
Okay, I have great cleave.
That doesn't matter, they all do it.
And it's AC -2.
Mm-hmm.
I see cleave on there. It doesn't say great cleave.
You see what?
I just
That's
yeah,
okay.
I just
It
made
works.
that effect for you.
Okay, it works though, you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. So now drag the little running man token over to you to apply the effect.
Just change it to self, the target.
Or you can just double click the little running man icon. Right.
There it is. Single click.
Oh, I dragged it onto my character, so I see it there now.
Yep, that's right. Did you put a 1 round duration on the effect, Winter? You can just build all that into the effect as well, Celine, when you get a chance. It's pretty simple. I can tell you how to do it.
Sounds good. So I'll just finish my attack.
Do you have a apostrophe at the end of your name, or is there a dot on my screen?
There's actually yeah, it was that little funky Spanish E. Got the little building mark.
No, it just had an apostrophe after it, or whatever that's called.
So my cleave missed, so now I get my second attack.
No, that was your attack.
It says I get two. Oh wait, my 2 swords. I thought I got 2 attacks around. Sorry.
Yeah, when you use cleave, that's your it's a standard action to use it, so you don't get your full attack because that's what you're doing instead.
I did not know that, and I should have. My apologies. I just woke up. So next person.
And it figures he's blinded.
Blinded by the light.
And he is not blinded. That worth a shit. Bob?
Bark!
Now I remember where the Bob the chicken came from. Now it's from Game Grumps. They're talking about websites. Every website has like a news section now, and he's like, it's hard to tell if a website is a legitimate news source or if you're reading Bob's Chicken and Website.com/news.
The way to know if news is fake news is to first see if it tells you what you want to hear and if you agree with it.
I just
If
figured you would check to see if it said this is news.
no, that's not how we do it now. So now if it says something
If
you
it does,
don't
it's
like,
fake.
yeah, if you don't like what it says or it doesn't, you don't agree with it, then that means it must be fake, and they're out to get you. That's how the news works now.
But what if you don't care and you never read the news?
Then everything's true and everything's false at the same time. That's quagmire.
That didn't. Okay, it did apply to cover.
There's only one guy left, eh? Or two guys. Oh, magic missile, this one.
Didn't add my crit damage.
You didn't confirm.
I misread that. What the hell's wrong with me today?
Uh, can I get everyone to make a perception check? Okay, and let's see. And you know what? He's blinded, but what the hell? He's gonna try. And he swings and misses.
It's all up to Bob now. Everything's in
Okay.
Bob's hands.
Okay. You become aware of noise coming from the west.
Is that skeleton still alive?
Yep.
Yes, and he is indeed alive.
Well, quote unquote alive. You hear noise coming from the west? It's not me, is it? I am standing on the west.
No, it is not you. And Celine, from your vantage point, you are in the best position to see this monstrosity coming into town.
Oh, monstrosities.
Whose turn is it?
And Darius, you are now up, sir.
You know what you need to do, Winter? You need to start giving all your monsters immunity to acid.
I can't warn
It's
anyone
the
until it's my
point. The
turn, right?
undead are never immune to acid. That's why it's
Really?
valuable. Yep. To trade out the.
Everybody's. Go ahead.
I can't warn them until it's my turn, correct?
Everybody sees them. You just see them best.
Oh, okay.
You can speak anytime. It's a free action. It's one of the it's one of the only ones that's specifically stated you can do off turn.
And she'll point in that direction quickly and go big fuckers west.
I call dibs.
And you know, Vok, that's not a bad idea. I have researched how to hide magic traps.
Hide what?
uh, uh, all these APs, they have so many traps in them. And, you know, a simple detect magic and it defeats the trap. I've learned how to detect magic.
You just don't make it magical.
And
Put one of those end game non-magical traps that requires a DC 45 to find.
no kidding.
I've pulled tricks like that when I ran second edition. Because once you get to the higher levels, you assume everything is magical or extra planar. So they'd be like, detect magic. They don't see anything. Then they go into the room in front of them. There's like 50 skeletons standing there, or something non-magical.
These things seem to be a little bit tougher.
Well, we'll see how good their reflexes are. Or not.
What did you just cast?
She didn't do it. She didn't cast anything. She just threw a bomb.
It
Jeez.
shouldn't be 2 9s. You'll have to take 9 off.
Yeah, alchemists are just too overpowered. Fucking bomb's ridiculous.
And then I'm going to move back.
You can't.
Oh,
Celine,
yes, I double tacked yet. I'll take the 5-foot step back.
Celine sees the explosion and her mouth is agape. Fuck. Like what an explosion.
Well, I was gonna do something. Now I'm not.
You think this alchemist is overpowered? I was designing one for my Kingmaker game on Saturday to go up against the party. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, however. I was testing it. It did 165 points of damage in one round.
Damn.
Well, I put a grease down in front of him. He beat the DC though. Is that the right DC? Oh yeah, it is. Jeez.
Saturday's game, out of nowhere, I used a grease spell and they didn't know what the hell to do.
Oh no,
Set
it's
it
not
on
the right
fire!
DC.
Set it on fire!
I had my save set to my intelligence instead of my charisma. He still made the save, but it was a DC 18, not a DC 16. Jeez, I was wondering why it was so low.
Okay, let's see. He needs to. Does he need to make a reflex or acrobatics to get out of it?
Well, if he's smart enough to walk around it, he doesn't need to make anything because he can step right out of it with his first move. It's just he just can't charge at us. That's kind of why I put it there.
And directly behind him, you can see another one that appears at the back of the alleyway.
So I sent the skeleton home to Jesus. And there's nothing more I can do.
Bob is going to come out. He will pop out beside me and then grow to his enlarged size. What? It says that the effect already exists on Bob, but it doesn't. Does he have hidden effects on him that I can't see, Winter?
Yes.
Oh, well, there it is. Okay. And that was his turn. Whoa, he doesn't go. What are you doing? He goes from being tiny to being medium. He doesn't go
Oh,
large.
sorry, that's the other game.
Normally he's a normal sized chicken, then he becomes a human sized chicken.
I will quickly drink one of my extracts, and I am going to take flight. I am going to fly up 30 feet into the air. I probably shouldn't need to make a fly check just to go straight up into the air, but I don't know.
I'll let you have it.
Hmm. We don't know how many of these things are coming, do we? Alright, I'm gonna cast at the one in the back. Aha! And he falls into my pit. Why is that set to Pearson?
It's a spiked pit.
Yeah, I know. Oh, is the fall damage Pearson too? Is that why? I'll have to read it. That's it. You can go ahead.
He's landing on spikes.
Yeah, no, the fall damage is not supposed to be Pearson. It's fall damage is normal, and then 2d6 Pearson damage from the spikes.
When I saw spiked pit, I assumed that it was just piercing damage because after all, the spikes are breaking your fall.
Yeah, no, they had that built into it though. That's what the extra 2d6 is from.
It's all good.
Only the first one counted, Darius.
It looks like he's attacking himself.
And he did indeed hit Darius. The hell, that was a bite.
Ooh, he's got some reach to him.
What do you attack me with?
A bite.
Oh, okay.
And, Darius. You stumble, but you do not fall.
Alright, so this guy is 40 feet down at the bottom of the pit. It's a DC 20 to climb out. It's not that hard.
And he climbs out of the pit.
Well, it's 120 feet to get out of it. Oh, does he have a climb speed? Climbing is normally quarter of your normal movement speed unless you have a climb speed.
Okay, so he's climbing out of the pit.
So it'll probably take him 2 turns. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, Celine.
It does take 2 more d6 for climbing out.
Okay, DM. I want to do a spectacular maneuver. See if you we can do this. I want to jump off the tower and land on that monster nearest me with my sword.
Uh, acrobatics and an attack roll.
Sounds good. So first I'll make a 5-foot step. That is probably a failure.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
Stubs her toe as she goes off the side, just face plants.
So how high up am I?
Let's see. I'm gonna say you're probably 30 feet up.
Okay. So how many dice do I roll for the falling damage?
3d6.
For 30 feet? Okay.
1d6 for every 10.
Okie dokie.
And yeah, your acrobatics wasn't even close.
Okay. Take damage and are definitely prone.
I added the damage already.
I have a prone effect build if you want me to use it. Oh, never mind, you got it. I saw that. I saw that.
What did you see?
Nothing, man. I didn't see nothing. Bob will go brack and 5-foot step over. Get some flanking going. See if he can land a hit. It's very unlikely.
Bob is never going to learn to believe in himself with that kind of attitude.
Oh, he knows full well his capabilities. What is... Wait, let me... Oh, shit, I had the wrong one set. I think it'll make much of a difference, though. Let me roll this and see what the bonus is. No, it's still +5. Oh, it's +7. That's what it is. Sorry. I had the flanking bonus put into the first one, but I didn't have the flanking bonus put into the second one. So that was a 13 for the first attack. Does a 13 hit by any chance?
13 does not hit.
I didn't think so. Bob looks very sad.
Poor Bob.
I'm going to try to go 5 feet higher to get out of the thing's range. And I'm going to drop a bomb on its head.
Now we have a flying alchemist. You're gonna have to get you an airborne tattoo, you know, death from above, and
Hey, we killed the big bad golem thing from above too. It's a very effective tactic.
I'm gonna cast Ear Piercing Scream on the closest guy here. Looks like he failed. And he is dazed. He cannot take any actions for 1 round.
You fucker.
I thought that would upset you. That's why I did it.
And let's see, surely he's out of the pit by now.
He is going to make a climb check, and he takes one more 1d6 from climbing.
And he is out of the pit.
All right. Does he have any movement left? Just hanging onto the top of the pit, is he?
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he's
gets.
out. He's standing outside the pit.
I'm standing up, so he's going to get an attack of opportunity.
No, he doesn't. He can't take any actions.
Oh, really? Okay, so I can stand up and attack.
You fucker. So in Saturday's game, I had them all positioned. The bad guy was invisible and just had to make one move, and it would have been a TPK. But the guy's bird blocked me.
You get cock blocked?
Truly, I got cock blocked.
So Celine's in a rage and decides to go apeshit on this thing's ass.
Okay, and you do hear and see another one joining behind. And Bob, you're up.
Is this guy down here dead?
And yes.
That guy, that Menadoran Festrong, #2. He stopped adjacent to my pit. If you end your turn adjacent to it, you got to make a reflex save or fall into it. So you can stop 5 feet back if you want, if he knows that.
I am delighted my character is finally working as intended.
Yeah,
Machine.
Go ahead and take your damage on him, Bach.
Did he fail?
He's in the pit.
Oh my god. They're just lining up to jump into it. And Bubble strut around looking all cocky because he's destroying these guys, even though he hasn't landed a hit yet. And he's gonna walk over beside Celine, just like look at her like, where were you during that fight?
I like the taste of chicken.
I'm not a chicken. I'm a rooster.
They both die as quickly.
Brock?
Garrus will fly over to the pit.
Here comes the bomber.
And he will drop a bomb on their head.
Whenever you say drop a bomb, I just get this image of him telling really, really shitty jokes.
His are particularly offensive. They're both in the bottom of the pit.
No, one's in the one
One's
to
at
the
top, one's at
farthest
bottom.
to the west is in the pit. The other one's
Okay.
standing outside of it.
And then in that case, I don't think there would be splash damage. So I will.
I'm going to cast See Invisibility on myself. So if there's anything invisible within my sight range, I can see it. Because I just kind of realized that there was a cultist here. Now there isn't.
No, you're not seeing anything in your sight range.
Alright, I'm going to move. Go up to here.
Okay. And that guy's going to run on all fours.
You still have prone on Celine.
I'll be right back.
Oh, that worked 10 feet, so I took my attack.
I'm guessing this guy's going to climb out, so I'm just going to roll a damage on him.
Yeah.
Oh, and he died. Well, that was anticlimactic. Bob's going to go. Bah! And that was a double move.
Let's all take a moment to remember Mana Duran Fustrong too.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, let's see. Box still not in the line of sight. If you all would like to make a perception check. Lydia, both you and Celine do hear the words of magic being spoken.
From where? Or
And
from what direction, I mean?
from that direction.
Oh man, I was gonna go over to like here with my move too. I might have been able to see him. All right. Does Bob see anything?
I'd actually be 35 feet up.
At close up, it's I don't know why I just don't do that. Make it effect and not worry about the damn tokens.
We use the tokens my gauge just so that you remember, because the DM kept moving people over and being like, I'm going to attack you. I'm like, I'm 30 feet up. You're on the ground.
Okay.
Like, oh, damn it.
And let's see. Yes, you do hear the words of magic being spoken. And Darius, you see this ray of frost coming at you.
Attack's 0. How is that even possible?
5 minus 5. Why
What does he have -5 from? Are you sure about that?
Stop trying to talk him into hitting me.
Well, it still wouldn't hit you if it was
I
a
know.
5.
Do we know where he is since we saw where the spell came from?
Yes.
Unless he
I
has
say
improved
minus
invisibility.
5.
Well, he's invisible, but we'll at least know where he was last standing from the.
Well, he's not invisible anymore. He just attacked.
Oh, magic counts.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
What if you have Sorry, just a quick question. If you're invisible and you have like meta magic feats that don't have like sound or anything like that, you stay invisible when you attack?
No.
That doesn't make sense. But okay.
It's
Invisibility just says if you attack somebody or cast a spell that has a negative effect on an opponent, you become visible. It doesn't care if they hear you casting or not, or anything like that.
You could probably, if you have improved invisibility and have meta magic that lets you do a silent spell, you can probably get bonuses to avoid detection of where the spell came from, maybe. But you'd need the invisibility
not
that
anymore.
persists.
Ever since they came up with the psychic spellcast and stuff, they added a new rule that says all spells, no matter what it is, has a manifestation, and that manifestation is visible even if you're invisible. Did you figure out what was going on? Was he still blind, Winter?
Yes, I figured out what was going on. This entry had no stats, ability scores. So,
Well done.
it's just
Who built this again?
incidental that, hey, fuck off. Wow, all that work for one D3 points.
Oh, it was the
But yes,
cantrip.
the culturist is now visible.
And that was the spell she decided to open up with to come out of it. Gotta say, not impressed.
Maybe she doesn't have that many spells.
It's possible that she summoned all these things, so that's a possibility.
And then I will just I'll fly over and drop a bomb on Gertrude. That was rude. But the cultist is not undead, correct?
The cultist is not undead.
Alright.
I am going to walk around over to here. And then point my finger at her and cast Rage. Oh, it doesn't have a save built in. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't have a save. Oh, yes, it has to be willing creatures, though. Never mind. I was going to do that to her so she couldn't cast spells. I didn't know how to be willing creatures. Damn. Did use one of those before, so I'm going to use a ear-piercing scream at her. And she is dazed for one round. She cannot take any actions.
Vok, your character's not gonna live long.
Hey, I remember very clearly giving you the option of the damage sorcerer or the spell controlling sorcerer. You said play the sorcerer, and I was like, okay.
Okay, I have a Festrog that is not blinded, not glitter dust. He's alive, and just because he's gonna do a full round attack on Bob. And he misses the bite attack on Bob. And Celine, you are up.
Well, I suppose the right thing to do would be to help Bob.
Bob's giving you flanking too. Don't forget.
Sorry,
And that
can I move after I attack? I can't remember.
yeah, you sure
Yes.
can.
I just can't run, correct?
Right.
You can move a single move 30 feet. Or, well, normally 30 feet. I don't know what your movement speed is. Bob will start
Take
walking
it.
this way, pecking the ground as he goes. Just kind of pecking the ground, walking around.
Yeah. Go ahead
Since
and
it's,
finish it, Darius.
I don't think my bomb will finish it if it was undead. Maybe. But ooh, didn't even. Oh no, she's getting pretty low.
Lydia will 5-foot step over.
And swing ball at her.
Um, Jeez. Hold on, let me see if I got a weapon. I might have. No, I don't. And I'm gonna try to grapple her. Hit? Do you not have any stats built for her?
No. Let's see. Yeah, that wouldn't have grappled.
Okay. And I'll say, grab this one alive. We want to know stuff about things. And I'll tell her to surrender. Your cantrips are no match for 3 armed adventurers.
If I move 20 feet, can I still attack?
As long
Yes.
as it's a single move.
Okay, I want to deal non-lethal damage.
Just put a -4 into your modifier box before you attack. With her AC, it'll probably hit anyway.
Which box do I put it in?
Bottom left corner, you see modifier has a 0 above it. Click there, press -4, and a -4 will appear, and that will go on to your next roll, and then make an attack roll against the cultist. Not quite.
I got it this time, don't worry.
And
Lovely.
that did not work.
The -4 worked. He just missed. Bob's Chicken and Fried Rice.com will flap his wings and fly and land over here. And peck at her. And continue to peck the ground, because that's about the only thing he can land a hit on.
Okay, if I take a 5-foot step there and start to cast a spell, I only provoke from Bob, right?
Yep.
So that is exactly what I am going to do.
Oh man, here comes the crit. It's another 3. It's all 3s.
And now all I'm gonna do is touch Bob. Are you fucking serious?
You rolled a natural 1.
Bob, please show us on this chicken doll where cultist touched you.
Shit. I just gotta know. And
Bob's still pecking the ground, by the way. He doesn't know what's going on.
it would have been more than enough to take Bob out.
What, kill him or just knock him unconscious?
Knock him unconscious.
Alright, I've got to go to work.
Remember,
Sounds good. Guys, let's take 10:15.
Yeah, I'll be back like on the hour or around there.
okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna be away from keyboard, okay?
Sounds
User
good.
disconnected from your channel.
Alright, so this will be non-lethal. Actually, here, I'll just roll a d8. Hey, 8 points of damage.
Hey. Wow, you showed restraint.
Well, you haven't seen me in action with an unarmed prisoner yet.
I will move in and pull up my rope and begin to tie her up.
Okay, you all are out of combat.
So, let me know when she wakes up. Or you know what? I'll whack her with my sword and try and wake her up.
We went through a whole combat without killing a single living thing.
Okay, you managed to wake her up.
This is about as far as I thought ahead.
Bob is going to get very, very in her face with his face and just eyeball her.
He should peck her nose.
She kind of backs away, tries to back away from Bob and his beak.
What are we looking for again in this town?
You were tracking down the Whispering Way,
So her.
and
All right, so I'll intimidate.
trying to um, catch the demon werewolf wolves from stealing the heart. The former
So
Pack
I'll
Lord's heart.
I'll just flat out I'll just flat out ask her where that werewolf lord is. She knows.
She laughs at you and says, you know, maybe you should ask Brood. And that's VROOD.
I am going to intimidate her. I'm going to brandish my sword in front of her and say that if she doesn't answer our questions, or if she holds anything back, or if I just feel like it because I don't like her, the sword will be her next boyfriend. Wow.
That is a very scary intimidate.
That is pure frightening. That's the first.
She is visibly intimidated, and she's like, Brood knows where the heart is.
Who?
Our leader.
You should remember that we're not on a first name basis with you. Where is he?
I thought you knew. He's in the tower.
What, this tower right here?
And she looks at you like, you know, she's astonished. Is this for real? Yes, that tower.
We don't know. We were just exploring the ruins. If you hadn't shown yourself and attacked us, we never would have known you were here.
So
Oh, you're doing more than just exploring.
Yeah, but did she sense motive that?
So while I have her terribly intimidated, I'm going to ask her, I'm going to say to her, you better tell us something more interesting than that.
No, Vox, she didn't sense motive that, you know, they do have space.
Sorry, what was that? They do have what?
That the Whispering Way does have spies out, you know, they kind of knew someone was coming.
Well,
And I'm sorry, Celine, what did you say? Why you have her intimidated?
Well, I have her terribly intimidated. I'm going to tell her that she better tell us something interesting. Or I might decide she's not that useful.
What is it you want to know? You know, We live in a world where there are other planes of existence, and one can travel to and from those planes with the right skill set or the right artifacts. Is that interesting enough for you?
Wow, I'm getting rolls today. I sense motive to see if she's holding anything back or anything sneaky.
No, she is not. And you need to start making your skill checks in the tower or the little castle icon.
My bad.
Not a problem. We'll get you broke in eventually.
Yeah, bitch, you better not front with this.
In that case, I'll kill her.
Yeah, Darius is going to intervene at that point.
I'm gonna run her right through.
I'm going to reach over and start healing my chicken.
We don't kill unarmed prisoners. We're not monsters.
You're aware you're talking to a horribly bent over tiefling with claws, teeth, and a prehensile tail.
I thought you had wings.
I do.
Well, what would you suggest we do with her?
We push the sword into her back until it comes out of the front.
I know what you are saying. I'm asking Darius.
We take her, we move her aside, leave her somewhere out of the way, and when we finish off with her master, we see that she receives justice at the first cannon we come across.
I disagree with that plan.
Hey, we already abandoned one companion in the woods because of bloodthirstiness.
I'm not bloodthirsty, it's practical.
Practical or not is wrong.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll kill her, and then when we're done everything we're doing, we'll take her back to the temple and get her raised, if we can afford it, or care.
She could be valuable as a hostage.
Probably not. I can't see anyone in the Whispering Way much caring about. But that's not the point. It's a principle.
Well, what
We are not the Whispering Way.
if we took her back to a town here? What would the law do with her, Winter?
She would naturally stand trial. And truly, what crimes has she committed at this point?
That we know of? Other
Yes.
than attacking us, nothing.
I suspect in Ustalov they frown on anyone who's part of the Whispering Way, given their history. I suspect that that alone is worthy of some sort of crime.
What is Winter? What are actually the laws in this sort of situation in this community?
Well, truly, this community that you're in is a ghost town.
So there's no specific law preventing me from running her through.
Correct.
Okay then.
Or you could tie her up and let the tiefling eat her later.
I'm not gonna eat her. I'm not a savage.
That is debatable.
Okay.
So what's your vote, Lydia?
Well, I agree with the practicality that leaving an evil cultist alive behind us as we go further in is a bad idea, but we could just knock her out and take her back to cabin. I don't really want Darius to throw a bomb at me because they look like they could kill me in one hit.
I could kill him in one hit.
I've seen your damage, you couldn't.
I'm willing to find out.
What, you're going to attack Darius?
I don't want to. He's kind of vaguely threatened me.
We're going down to this road again where Darius is going to have to leave the party.
Yeah, let's not do the murder hobo route this time. So for the time being, we'll just tie her up and stick her out of the way.
Sounds fine with me.
We can let
How do you
Bob
send a whisper?
guard her. It's /W. And
It depends
then
on who you
his
want to
name.
whisper it.
To the DM. What is it? / what?
/W. And then hit your space bar and GM. And I need a grid on that map.
Did anyone see that other than the DM?
No.
Who am I missing? There's Darius. But the cultist. Bob, I need. Lydia.
Never mind.
Okay. We'll put you all at the beginning. Share a new map with you.
Celine, do you have a headband of strength?
No, I'm just a really strong tiefling.
Okay, I'm going to touch you and give you bull strength.
How long does it last?
1 minute per level. So 8 minutes.
Okay. It won't make me hung like a bull, will it?
No.
Because that's very unfeminine.
No.
Okay. The new map, you're seeing out in front of the tower. The cultist is tied up and shoved out of the way.
Seems like we could use a little bit of heals before we keep going. I'm going to pull Bob back into my tattoos, so he won't be here. But Celine and Darius, you're both hurt decently. I don't have any heals personally.
I should be fine.
User in your channel timed out.
Lost Darius. Connection lost.
User entered your channel.
He's back.
There's still
Hey,
time
man.
to kill that. There's still time to kill that cultist.
Did you hear me when I was talking earlier, Darius?
Heals, yes, yeah. No, Darius will. He can toss out a couple.
Do you have unlimited potions?
Not really,
No.
no.
Okay.
Maybe I should have made an oracle so I could heal.
Okay, y'all ready?
For this?
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay. You're standing in front of the tower at the bottom of the stairs, and remarkably, this pair of massive stone doors are still hanging within the entrance of the tower's battered facade. And they are closed.
I'm gonna point at them and go, "Oh, look, closed doors. I think that's where we need to go." And I'm going to move over to like here. Yeah, a little bit more over, actually, out of the way of the doors in case something comes through.
Are the doors locked?
The doors appear to be barred from the inside.
Not for long. I'm going to start whacking it with my sword.
Okay, it's gonna take a little bit of whacking with your sword.
So how do you hit objects in fantasy grounds?
Just roll damage. I think if you can focus on them and deal an extra 5 damage.
So 18 to the door.
Yes, you are managing to get through the door, and give me just a second, fellas. Hey guys, I'm terribly sorry. I need to take 5 real quick.
No problem.
Okay.
No. No problem.
After 3 or 4 whacks, you do manage to get through the door. And inside,
Just for consistency's
Bunch
sake.
of people that definitely know we're coming.
Yeah.
Let them know. I prefer a straight fight.
okay, as you walk in relatively good shape of the entrance hallway display several stone sundials. You see a doorway to the southwest opens to a small rubble-strewn antechamber, while a makeshift curtain woolen blankets blocks another doorway to the northeast. And that's actually backwards. The curtain's on the northwest.
Can I go in?
Yeah, you sure can. Okay, so you've got the curtain on your right, and you got the open doorway, of which you can see. Screw it, I'm over this. You can see more rubble strewn about.
I'm going to look around the center for anything interesting.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make your perception rolls. Okay, from where you're all currently standing, you're not seeing anything out of the ordinary, and let's see. Darius, you notice that the bottom of that curtain moves just a little bit, and you're aware that there is no breeze currently.
I am going to backpedal away. And I will motion to anyone who can see me and point at the curtain.
I, being fearless and not particularly wise, will, or I think my intelligence is average, whatever. I'm going to go right around.
Okay, and as you walk in there, okay, you see a vaguely humanoid creature. It's about the size of a cat, but it looks more like a toothy winged devil. And
How,
you need to roll.
so how do I do a language in the Fantasy Grounds.
If you look at the bottom of the chat box, you actually see the word above
Which box?
it is the chat window. And you actually see the word chat above it is a drop
Yeah, I
down
saw it.
arrow. Okay, did I roll initiative on that thing?
So that's what I said to it. So I guess I'm attempting some form of diplomacy.
And it was infernal.
This is the thing you try to talk to.
Yep. You wouldn't be able to see it. You could just hear me talking. So if you speak Infernal.
I do.
Did you find a picture of it?
No.
Oh, never mind. Okay, yes, anyway, it didn't understand you.
No, I thought it was a double.
And you need to roll for initiative. You with the stairs?
Ah, yes. Sorry, hockey game is ending.
Okay, Lydia, you're up first.
I'll move over and in. It'll stop. That's a good spot. And I'm going to. Do these stairs here go up?
Yes, they do.
All right, I will ready to cast a spell if I see anything coming down the stairs.
Well, you do have that divider in between you and the stairs.
Oh, is that a big wall there? This thing?
Yeah.
Oh, oops, sorry. Did we check on the other side of it yet?
No.
I didn't. I went right to where you pointed.
I'll move over to here then as I move and take a look around it.
You want
Can
to
I
make
see around from here?
Yeah. You want to throw a perception?
I also have dark vision if it matters. Or wait, do I? What am I? Yes, I do.
Okay. You see this underneath the stairs, on a pile of rubble, you see this giant rotting hand. And it's nothing more than a hand and
Nothing attached to it.
correct.
All right. Well, I will move over. Can I go into this space? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'll let you have it.
And I'll just look around. And, I'm still gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna ready to cast a spell if anything hostile happens coming down the stairs, or this hand does something, because I'm eyeballing it. Oh, the spell ready in his web, by the way.
Okay.
All right.
And you're no longer flying. Correct?
I'm assuming it took us more than 7 minutes to work our way in here. If assuming so, then yes.
If it took that long, then my bull strength would have been dissipated by now.
I put it
No,
on you when we got here.
yeah, right before you entered. I
Oh,
cast
my
my fly during
apologies.
the last combat.
Okay, my apologies.
So Darius will move into the room, and again, yeah, that's all he's gonna do.
Okay, this hand is going to crawl out and head for Celine, which would trigger Lydia's action. What was that, Lydia? You're not going to do anything?
No, I'm gonna do my action. Well,
That's not what you said.
What? I'm drawing my circle.
Drawing the circle. Leave me alone, man.
So I will cast it here. It won't go over the wall here, so you can ignore all the squares on that side of the wall, but all the other squares will be web. And where was he?
He's coming out from there.
Okay, so as soon as he starts to move, web goes at him. He made the save. And then he can begin to move. On his first step, he needs to make another save. Or, wait, hold on. Sorry, let me read this real quick to see how it works when he starts to move. I think it might be acrobatics to get through it. Anyone moving through the wells must make a combat maneuver check or an escape artist check as part of their move, with a DC equal to the spell's DC. Creatures that fail lose their movement and become grappled in the first square they enter.
I'll be right back.
And the DC?
Hold on. DC would be the same, so it's 19.
And he made it.
All right, so it's difficult terrain, and that's about it.
Okay, so difficult terrain. He has half movement. And the hand reaches out to try and claw Celine. And it does indeed hit Celine. Doing some damage, and
I believe an ass kicking is in order.
it grabs a hold of you, but you manage to shake off.
Well, crawling hand, you're about to experience an unpleasantness.
And you can see after you hit it how its middle finger just kind of extends up at you.
Well, he's being premature. I get another attack. That was weird.
And that finger is just really extended up now. Would you like to make a move action?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay, this vaguely humanoid creature is going to take a 5 foot and it's going to try and bite Celine. Nope.
Great cleave is kind of useless unless you have more than 2 enemies.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Cleave is very situational as well. Like, you couldn't cleave right now because they are not adjacent to each other.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was within reach.
They have to be adjacent to each other and within your reach.
Yeah, I pulled it up.
So you wouldn't be able to use it at the moment. I'm going to move over. And jeez.
You can buff me if you want.
I did buff you. You have full strength on.
Well, you could do more buffs.
I don't have much more buffs.
Oh.
I can do that though. Everybody gets haste. There's a buff.
Garrus will take a 5 foot step back. Yeah, the web is not on this side, right? The wall blocked it.
Yeah, correct. The web's also not up here at all because it's. I'm assuming
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
closed in here.
Is the crawl? I'm assuming that the crawling hand is undead.
You are correct.
Okay. That was supposed to hit the crawling hand.
You can drag it from the chat window and drop it on top of his icon on the map.
There you go. He's still alive. Holy crap.
You have 3 attacks.
Undead are immune to criticals, correct?
No. Only constructs and elementals.
Oh, well, I didn't give you my critical damage. That breaks my heart. Oh, wait, did I miss my critical?
You didn't roll the crit on him.
I misread it. God, my brain is not working today.
If you don't roll the damage on the person that you crit, it doesn't roll a crit because it saves it on that character. So because you just rolled your damage in the chat window and not on the creature, it didn't roll crit. It killed him anyways, though.
I did the control thing that you showed me before. Double click.
You don't have anyone targeted right now. Control left click. There you go. Now you have someone targeted. You want to roll your other attack. You use both of your full BAB attacks. There you go.
I have not been taking my second attack for quite a while.
Why did you roll your damage twice?
Because I fucked up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I bet you thought I was going to make an excuse. Nope, I fucked up. I was thinking of weaving a grand tale of how I made that mistake and it wasn't my fault, but I think we're at a level now where you'll still respect me.
And
No.
then he's going to take a 5-foot step back.
I'm just going to delay.
Yeah, I don't think Darius, at this point, Darius will let Celine finish the strings thing.
Okay, Lydia, would you and Darius like to make a perception check? Actually, why
Would
don't
like to?
everyone needs to make a perception check.
Okay, I killed that little flesh thingy. Am I still able to move, or do I not get to because I didn't notice it? I don't know.
You moved in to attack.
Oh, that's right. I took a 5-foot step.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Celine, could you make another perception check? And now that you've killed the plant, you are aware of two things. First of all, down the hallway from you, you see another crawling hand coming towards you, and
I need to go do a patrol real quick.
yeah, no problem.
Probably be about 10 minutes or so.
No problem. You guys want to take 10?
Sure.
No problem.
Since Vox being needy tonight.
So I haven't actually been rolling my second attack. I just automatically did both at the same time. So when I roll both of them, I still only roll 1 damage.
Yeah, both of them connect. You've got to drag it over 2 times.
Oh, so I just get twice the damage.
No. You roll your damage twice. Each
Oh,
one
okay.
does separate damage.
Because I got chastised when I rolled my damage twice. Like, why'd you roll it twice? That's why.
I think Vok was looking at it and seeing. It depends on, like, most people roll one attack, roll their damage, roll their second attack, roll their damage. If you just roll both your attacks, then yeah, you'd have to roll, and they both hit, you'd have to roll 2 damages.
I gotcha. That's
Uh,
how I thought it was done. And then he corrected me. I was like, well, they play this more than I do.
yeah, some of these messages Fantasy Grounds gives you, it takes you a little while to get used to them. It does seem like the 5e is a little bit more clear.
I am enjoying how this sword makes you a critical demon. Are there
It
any
is
other
pretty nice.
Are there any other weapons that have high critical rates?
Um,
Scimitars.
yeah, there's several, and then what is it? Improved critical that will lower your crit number.
Yeah, that one I have.
If you're going for crit builds, I think it's frequently with one-handed weapons. It's scimitars or rapiers. I think I think you can crit on a 15 with everything.
Yeah. This like improved critical gives me a wider critical range. Is there a feat that gives you more critical damage? Because they're running 3.5.
Offhand, I don't know.
Not that I can think of.
So they took that out. Probably for the best.
So I need to find a way to kill the alchemist.
That's not. If you kill my alchemist, I'm going to make another alchemist with the build that I was talking about.
Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll have Baltos come in and kill you.
The Revenge of Voltos.
This is actually the first time in a very long time I've made an actual melee fighter. It's not bad. At least for Pathfinder, like in second edition and to a lesser degree 3.5, they got dull very quickly because they didn't really do anything differently from the beginning. So there wasn't like a feeling of new things to do. But Pathfinder seems to have done some nice improvements to make fighters still actually fun to play later on.
Well, enjoy your power because you probably will die in the next module.
Well, she's situationally powerful. All she can do is hit very hard, right? She's not versatile. And the way I've built her, I wouldn't say she's much of a tactician either.
And that reminds me, I spent some time. I now have a horse and cart token.
Is that what Rude is going to do? Summon horse and cart and drop it on us? That'd probably be pretty effective. That's like those tree, what are they? The tokens, feather tokens, tree feather tokens. You get one of them and just toss it at the bad guy and watch it turn into a big tree that lands on him.
Oh, that's funny.
Celine actually has a horse and cart.
Yes, but can she summon it 15 feet in the air above the villain and let it drop on them?
No, but she can hurl bad language.
Hurt his feelings.
So anyway,
Yeah. I'm actually
be
sorry
back.
I took. I don't know. Are you This is only my second game. Are you objecting if I play with my feet?
No, not at all.
Because I mean, I'll keep it fair and I won't do it this game. But I'm starting to regret taking cleave.
Yeah, and it's hard enough to start out 8th level anyway. Have no idea where you're going or where you've been.
Well, you never, like you said, it wasn't really that important. Other than I came up with just a basic story. She's a horrible person. She's terrible to look at. She lives outside the city. She's not fancy. But I've realized cleave is not really fitting her character design.
Yeah, it's no problem if you change it.
I appreciate it.
So just remember the changes you want to make, and I'll kill you, and you can bring in a new character. I'm kidding.
I'm so attached to her.
I got real bloodthirsty in Saturday's game because they're in the Dreamlands. So if I kill them, they wake up on the material plane. So I was really trying to kill them all.
I'm back.
Okay. Celine, you become aware of two things. First of all is the crawling hand. And two, you hear the words of magic coming from down the hall.
Whose turn is it again?
Uh, guy that's actually casting the magic.
Groovy.
Which way is it coming from?
It's coming from that way.
Okay.
And let's see. Oh, I love it. I love it. He needs to make a touch attack. And he does hit. And from out of the corner, you see this guy standing, and he's pointing his finger at you, and this black ray of negative energy starts suppressing your life force. And
This is to me?
yes, sir, it is to you. And let's see, there's no saving throw. Oh, what exactly did that do? Hey,
Looks like negative levels.
yeah. Should that be a number or just 1d4?
One. It looks like 1d4. I don't know the spell itself, but I see 1d4 in the roll window.
Yeah. You must make a ranged touch attack. If you hit, the subject gains 1d4 temporary negative levels.
So roll a d4 and change that 1d4 on his effects to whatever the number is. I don't know why I didn't roll it.
Yeah, that was a totally new effect for me. Negative levels 3.
Wow.
Okay, and that'll wake you up in the morning.
All right. So the only thing that negative levels don't do in this, I believe, is change the hit points. You have to do that manually.
Which, let's see, I think we went through this last time.
Maybe 24 life. Yeah. think so. Maybe.
Would you say 24?
If it's, geez, I don't know how negative levels work. Well, let me look it up. Okay, so in addition, the creature reduces its current total hit points by 5 for each negative level it possesses. So 15. So make sure you write down what his current hit points were.
Got it. Okay. Lydia, you are up.
Can you lock us?
Yeah, sure can. I really wish I'd make an extension for that. When the combat tracker is in use, lock the tokens.
I'm moving over here.
Whee!
And I'm pointing a finger at this Vrood fellow. He's very Vrood.
Are you dropping him into a pit?
No! How could you accuse me of doing such a... Yeah, it's a pit. Target us from down there, bitch!
He can probably fly, unfortunately. But at least he landed in the pit. Oh, it's a spike pit, even better.
Oh, okay. I've got a rules question. He is currently under the influence of a fly spell. So would he have fallen?
Oh, he is?
He is.
Was he...
What did he get
Okay,
hit
so
with?
there's a couple things. Was he actually flying, or was he standing on the ground?
He was standing on the ground.
Okay, so he's got to make a flight check to stabilize before he hits the ground. If he was actually already enabling the fly, he would not have to.
And yes, he did succeed in his fly check.
How do you know that? Was it just really high?
It was 27.
Oh, yeah.
So let me just erase that damage.
You... Oh, I don't like you.
Anything else you want to do there, Lydia?
Oh, I do not like you now. Uh, hmm. No, nothing else. He is still at the bottom of the pit, by the way. He doesn't take any damage, and he stopped himself before he hit the ground. So he still has to fly back up out of it, you bastard. Oh man, it's only a DC 10.
Well, I may have spoken too soon. There really isn't a whole lot I can do with her at this point. Really, the only way to improve her is to level up, not switch the feats. So I guess I'll just leave it.
And Darius is going to detach. It's tumor familiar.
Are my negative levels, are they in effect?
That should be it. Make an attack and you'll know. Because you were normally plus 12, I believe. Ah, yes, that's right. Because you have the bonuses from the strength, full strength.
Do I still get my extra attack from haste?
Yeah.
How many attacks are you taking?
I get 2 attacks per round. I get 3 rounds. 3 attacks.
No.
Why not?
No, so you get 2 attacks plus 1 bonus from your haste. It doesn't. You don't
Oh,
get
I
to make
see.
2 attacks again.
I misunderstood. Well, then just scale it back. I've really got to stop thinking about second edition.
And let's do the crowing.
Oh, you know what? The reason I was doing that several times, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my head. I kept treating it like a 2-weapon attack.
Okay, go ahead and I'm sure you hit all 3 times. So just go ahead and roll damage 3 times.
That's why I was making that mistake though, because because in second edition when you write like that, it means you get like a 2-weapon attack, and my brain was short circuiting. So 3 times, right?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Sorry about that.
You want to do anything with the tumor, Dares?
I would have acted on my round. I had to use my. He came out. He just came out. He will go off and do stuff next round. He's just, if he can move back, diagonal. I don't want something to come and kill it. It's currently sitting on my shoulder.
Sit on my shoulder, I'd be able to kill it.
No, it's
I think I still have that tumor someone put on me.
No, that's my familiar. It comes back to me and gets absorbed back into my body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not super creepy.
If it makes you feel better, it's kind of shaped like a lizard.
Oh, the perfect shape to squeeze inside of my body when I'm not looking.
And
No, of course, the one flaw here is that I'm pretty sure that Orange Root is probably, well, if he's flying, he's probably a caster, and we've grouped up real nice for him.
yes, he is going to fly up.
Make a fly check.
He should just cackle at us and megalonomile. He should start spilling out his evil plan to us.
If it helps Bach, he rolled a 2 and made it.
It just got a huge bonus, does he? He still has to double move to get out, so suck it. He can make a 20 on a 2? That's crazy.
You said it was a 10 to fly out.
It's a 10 to stop yourself from falling if you're flying. Fly up at a greater than 45-degree angle is a DC fly check.
Is the DC what?
20.
But is he really
Then no.
flying? Isn't it more just, I guess if he can't just strictly levitate.
Yeah. Flying straight up, well, more than a 45-degree angle, like you have to go up and over equally So it'll fly, diagonally upwards. But in this case, he can't because he's in the pit. He has to fly straight up. And
Okay.
yeah.
He did not make his fly check.
Ha! He wasted one move with that. He gets to try again though. He uses his second move to try again.
Yeah, 28 that time.
Yeah, so he gets half speed because he's flying up. Counts as difficult terrain. Which means he probably gets like 30 feet if he's 60.
Yep.
So he's almost out. He's hovering at the edge of the top. Now, someone put a cover on that hole.
That would have to be you.
Oh boy. I will ready to cast a spell if that guy comes up out of the pit and then casts a spell at us. Or if he casts a spell at all. Don't you love my new character, Winter?
Not as much as I'm going to enjoy the next one.
Don't be like that. Can't we all just get along?
You're up. There's
Yeah.
He's kind of trapped in the corner.
So yeah, I'm the crawling claw. It gets an opportunity attack at me because I have to make a ranged attack in melee, right? Or do bombs
yes.
count as a ranged attack?
Oh, they do, yes.
Oh, and he hits.
On a 30, are you sure?
I'm pretty
And
sure my
then
AC's that good.
and the question is, that's +4. Ha 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 ha. And he does grapple Darius. No, I'm sorry, Darius. What were you gonna do?
Darius is
I
getting a hug.
yeah, but my tumor can still do stuff, so that's something. So if I suddenly shrink, does he still grapple me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. Considering it's a hand. If it was bigger, something might drop you. Or we can be totally fair about it and do another combat maneuver.
No, I'm just looking at other options. That's what I'll do. My tumor familiar is going to use the extract gaseous form on me, and I'm going insubstantial.
That was good. Okay, number 2 is does hit. And does not grapple. Celine, you're up.
Why, I believe I have been provoked to anger.
Everybody give Celine a big hand.
So 5-foot step, and I guess that's my turn.
And it's going back after Darius.
He can't. I don't think he can hit me when I'm insubstantial.
You can.
That's right.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Okay.
Did
Yes.
you
Yeah.
did you
Okay.
put the gaseous form effect on you?
Yeah. No, and it's there. I have damage resistance, so yeah, it'll calculate right.
Yep, that's what it does.
And he made his fly check, so he's out of the hole. And he is, let's see, he can cast a spell.
Is he?
And let's see.
If he's gonna go cast a spell, I'm gonna spellcraft.
An array is a straight line.
Ah, all right. In that case, I will cast my prepared spell.
Holy spellcraft.
Which is web.
Lydia knows her magic.
You motherfucker.
All right, so basically, he wastes his.
But yeah. Yep. Go ahead, Lydia. It's your turn.
No, it's not. My initiative changed to just before the person that triggered my ready to action. So my initiative is
Right.
4, so it would be Darius' turn.
Hey, Darius, you no longer have to worry about being on my list.
Hey now. It wasn't me.
Darius is going to
No, but that
drift
spell
away.
was pointed at you.
The chicken made me do it.
Yep, Bob. What?
I'm telling you, character number 4 is going to be a resurrected lonely sword.
And after he drifts his 5 feet away, he will drop the gaseous form effect.
And Selene, that was the spell that Brood was casting.
Yeah, I saw that it was the same thing. They gave you the negative levels. I was like, nope.
Are you attacking Darius?
Yeah, he's chucking his bombs.
Okay.
Whoa, wait, what? Can you?
I dropped the gaseous effect form.
That's a standard action normally, unless it has something built into the spell list. You drop it as a free.
Let me look at them.
Just call me the fun ruiner. Thankfully, it's mostly Winter's fun that I ruin.
I think he's calling you something stronger.
No, just a little bit.
No, there's no special action, so that's what he's going to do. And the tumor familiar will tumor familiar will just come along with me. It's not going to do anything at the moment.
It's a 5-foot step. Well, I guess I deserve it. So do I still get my second attack? On my second swing?
Actually, I'm wrong. Oh well. According to this, I can't end it early. It has the D in the duration effect, so I can end it at will.
The D in the duration means it is dispellable. That's the standard. If it doesn't have the D, you can't dispel it.
No, in the duration, it's dismissible. If the duration line ends with a D, you can dismiss the spell at will.
As a standard action. If it doesn't have the D,
yeah.
you can't end it early at all.
Winter. So I critically missed when I started my second attack round. Do I still get my second swing?
Yeah, for haste.
No, you'd get it anyway. You weren't cleaving. That only affects if you're cleaving.
Yeah, I know, but usually there's something, critical failure. I don't know what the policy is. Everyone has different, different. Every DM does it differently.
Yeah, we're not using any kind of crit or fumble tables.
Okay, just double checking.
Of course, I have no problem turning them on if you all want to vote that way, but
I'm not melee. I don't give a shit. But I hate them, so no.
So just to clarify, with haste, I don't get my second swing, right?
With
Right.
haste, you
Correct.
get one additional swing.
Okay, then I'm done.
Bob's Fried Chicken at website.com is not doing anything.
And we're going to go back to... Nope. And it's going to take a 5-foot crawl.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step away from this thing. Assuming I can fit into this square. All right, I am going to... I'm going to cast the mirror image. And I'll roll my d4. So I believe I get 4 images. 1d4 plus 3 images. 1d4 plus 1 image per 3 caster levels. Yeah, so I get 4 images. So can you put a 4 in there on my effect? And that will be it for me. Mr. Stuck in the Web. You can break free with a standard action using a combat maneuver check or an escape artist against the DC, which is 19. Are you muted, Winter?
Yes, I am muted. He did not break free. He is still entangled.
I was like, there's a lot of very quiet hate being directed towards me right now.
And yes, there is a lot of very quiet, directed hate.
Like, you weren't saying anything, but I could still feel it.
Okay, Darius, put an end to my torment.
Darius will, doesn't really have a choice. He'll take a 5-foot step back. And I don't feel that I have line of sight on the road from here, so that's it for Darius.
Don't forget me, Daddy.
He's actually his vision is blocked by the web, so you wouldn't be able to see him anyway.
Well, I can't do deck call unless I go on the web.
I wouldn't suggest that. Who's plotting a move for me?
We're sending you into the web.
That's what it
You
looks
conjured
like.
it. You get in there.
I just thought I'd play your character too. Is that all right? That's all I'm doing.
If you guys want, I can start removing the web.
I would love for you to remove the web.
If you can ping her from there, then I'll have you stay here and be a meat shield.
No, you can't hit them in the web because if there's more than 20 feet between you and a person in the web, they have total cover, so you can't even see them. They're not visible.
Oh, then I don't really know what to do. Either you can.
So I'm going to point my hand at the web and snap my fingers, and this square of web catches on fire. And I'll say, the web will be removed in a couple of rounds. And I pass my turn.
Okay.
Hey, you asked me to remove the web. I am removing the web.
And yeah, he's just gonna stay in the fucking web.
Well, he's not just going to do that. He's also going to burn in the web soon.
Hey, Winter, you want to hear something even worse?
I'll take the damage, because then I'm free.
We're playing Kingmaker, and the game gives you a magical sword that gains Vorpal against the enemies that you're fighting against. The specific type of enemies, which are the end enemies. And we just walked into a boss fight, and he walked over and landed a natural 20 crit and cut the boss's head off in the first round.
Oh.
It was like, well, that was a good 3 hours prep work.
Gone in a heartbeat.
I run a campaign sometimes, which I call Asunder, which I'm turning into a graphic novel. And the first time I ran it, I wrote this campaign myself. The main villain, they got to the main villain at the end. This is a long campaign. It took 2 years to finish. And when they finally got to this final boss that I had been constructing for over a year, the one melee character kept bull rushing the character and just getting every damn roll right bang on. And this character who's a spellcaster never got hardly any of the spells off, and they fucking annihilated it.
You didn't start the
After
fight with
2
mirror
years.
image up on him?
Never got a chance. Everything they started casting kept interrupting it.
He should have swifted it out as a quicken.
The couple that the character did get off were indeed quickened, but that wasn't the one I happened to prepare quickened.
You doing anything, Celine?
Nah, I just thought I'd stand around and bullshit for a while. Well, the web's still there, so I guess no. I'll hold my turn.
And the fire expands. That first square is burnt out completely. There's no more weapon, and the ones adjacent to it are now on fire. Or wait, that's on my turn, but my turn's next anyways. Or maybe it's not. Okay, now that happens.
Ta-da!
And Lydia will ready to cast Glitter Dust if he becomes visible.
Can anyone remove the level drain?
Not right now.
Well, it sucks to be me.
So he's on fire, takes some damage at the start of his turn. The web is still there on fire until my next turn. So he can still try to break wishes.
So he is still in the web.
Yep, right now he is.
Are you shitting me?
Hey man, don't look at me. I didn't design the character.
Yeah, Garrus will ready a bomb to throw once he's visible.
Well, it's my turn.
And on my turn, the web expands. And all those middle squares are now completely gone, and the outside squares are on fire. So he is visible now, and not in web anymore. And I will cast. Let me see, how far away is he? 40. I believe I can. I will cast Ear Piercing Scream at him. Ah, he made it.
Ha ha ha.
He takes half damage. That is half damage. You don't have to do anything.
Okay. He starts to cast a spell.
Spellcraft.
Brood must be pretty pissed by this point.
You know that he is casting Cloud Kill.
Oh wait, Darius is ready. Goes off as well because he's visible.
Hooray! But I don't think I'm going to kill him. I assume he is human despite being very, very foul and evil.
Yes, he is human.
Why is this picture upside down?
If it's upside down, chances are I did it.
There you go. Cloud kill? Really? What fucking level do you think we are?
Well,
Can I have immunity to cloud kill for this round?
would you all like to make your fortitude saves?
I'm glad Bob is back inside of me. Or attached to my skin as a tattoo.
Okay, Celine, you made it. Lydia, you did not. Darius, you did not.
Wait, does this count as a poison or anything?
Let's see. It generates a bank of fog similar to a fog cloud, except that the vapors are yellowish green and poisonous. The vapors automatically kill any living creature with 3 or fewer hit dice. Creatures with 6 or more hit dice take 1d4 points of con damage on your next turn.
Alright, I get a +2 versus the 10. Does the 13 work?
No, a 13 does not.
I had a chance.
So, Lydia and Darius each take 2 points of constitution damage.
Not for long.
Where is the cloud? It's a circle, it's not a square. That's also only half the size it would be. Squares count from one side to the other, but
You're just determined to die tonight, aren't you?
hey, I'm not the one casting cloud kill at the group, okay?
Okay, circle.
Yeah, see, much bigger.
Okay.
The webs are gone, right?
Only the parts that's in orange.
Yeah, after this round, they should all be gone.
Sorry, is the cloud, so it counts as a fog bank, so that blocks our sight of him, I'm assuming.
Yes. You can only see 5 feet ahead of you. Are we gonna keep playing? I gotta do another patrol. We're gonna keep going.
Up to you guys.
I don't mind pausing it if you have to do your actual job.
Yeah, well, I gotta do patrol every hour. It takes 10 minutes or so.
Alrighty,
Eh,
cliffhanger.
Yeah, no, I can't stay terribly late, so that works. Let's have the cliffhanger.
Okay, we have a cliffhanger.
So I'm totally dead tired, so I apologize for making so many mistakes today.
It's alright. We'll just kill this character so you can make a new one. One that hasn't made any mistakes yet.
Yes, flawless character. Just a question to clarify. It's been a long time since I played Pathfinder.
Mhm.
So I have 2 slots. It says number of attacks 2, and then I have my 12 and my 7. Does that mean I roll 4 hits or 2 hits?
The 12 and the 7 are just there so that you can make individual attacks at your full BAB and then your reduced BABs as you go along, because you don't have to attack the same character with every attack.
So I get 2 rolls per round.
2
Correct.
attacks, yeah. If you can
Sorry.
make a full attack, you get 2.
Okay, just clarifying. Because, like I said, I'm an old doddering idiot, and who's old enough to remember second edition. And on the second edition sheets, when you write like that, that means you get 4 attacks. Because it's like a 2-handed attack, right? And that's